Hello, my name is Kevin Sexton, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester for PS 103 U.S. Political Systems. This video that you're going to be watching at this time is going to be an introduction to the course. It's going to be talking about things like the technology that we'll be using, the expectations of you, what you can expect of me. In general, we're just going to be talking about how this course is going to operate this semester. So, if you would do me a favor, get out a piece of paper and a pen and something to write with, and as you watch this video, please jot down any questions or concerns that you might have about something I'm talking about or something that you just don't understand. After you're done watching the video, feel free to contact me by email, call me in my office, call me on my cell phone, and pose any of those questions to me. I want to make sure that this introductory video helps you get a grasp on where we're going to go this semester, and the best way to make sure that you have a grasp on where we're going is to give you the opportunity to ask questions. So please watch the video. When it's done, drop me a note and I'll answer any questions you might have. The next thing I want to talk about is the course syllabus. The course syllabus is basically a written document that explains to you what I expect of you during the course of the semester, but at the same time can explain to you what you can expect from me. So the document that's online explains to you all the basics of this course. So if you look on the screen right now, this shows you where in the general information block of the Moodle site you can find a copy of the course syllabus for this semester. My suggestion for you is that you stop this video right now, go download or print out a copy of the course syllabus and have it with you while you're going through the rest of this introductory material so that you understand what's expected of you and how things are going to operate at this time. So please make sure that you take the time to read that syllabus in detail. So many times over the course of my career, I have students have come to me and said, hey, I didn't know that this was expected, or I didn't know this is what was going to happen. The course syllabus should try to explain most situations that we're going to run into. So please take the time to read the course syllabus. That way you know what to expect. And then later on in the semester, if I change the way I'm approaching something, then you can look back at the syllabus. Well, Mr. Sexton, that's not the way I understood it to be in the syllabus. Okay? So please take the time, read the syllabus, have the syllabus available for you, and if you have any questions about what's going on during the semester, go to the syllabus first. If it doesn't clarify things for you, then contact me directly. Okay, there's a couple of things that we discussed in the syllabus that I want to talk about in detail right now. And one of them is the importance of communication. You are enrolled in an online course, and for that reason, much more of the responsibility is in your hands. When I teach a face-to-face class, when you take a face-to-face class, the teacher's there with you, you're in the room, he or she's looking at your face and trying to figure out if you understand what's going on. You are there to ask questions immediately. But when you take an online course, you don't have all of those options and those opportunities. So what has to happen in an online class is we have to have almost immaculate communication. Okay? So what I'm trying to say here is at any point in time that you have a question about what's going on, contact me. Okay? I know that there's an instructor or a teacher in the classroom with you, and he or she is probably a very intelligent, very educated individual on the issues of government. But the issue is that I'm grading things and it's my perspective on what's expected on assignments and things like that that is going to determine your grade. Okay? Now, with that said, if you have a general question about technology or things like that, pose them to your instructor. that instructor is a very, very capable individual. But if you've got a question about what am I expecting of you on an assignment, please do not hesitate to call me, email me, contact me. And if you look on the screen right now, you'll see that I give you several options to contact me. The first thing I give you is obviously my email. I also give you my office phone number, and then I also give you my personal cell phone number. Those three options, you should be able to get a hold of me in most cases pretty rapidly. So please, at any point that you have a question, a comment, a concern about what's going on, please make sure you get a hold of me. Email me if you don't hear from me in a reasonable amount of time, and that's generally, 3 hours or so. If you don't hear from me, I suggest you email me back or go to the next step in the process, call my office. If you still don't hear from me, or if what you question you have for me is more of an immediate need, call my cell phone. I give you my cell phone. I understand that people are going to call me. I encourage you to call me on my cell phone as long as you use it responsibly. Please don't call me at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Please don't share my cell phone. But if you have a need and it's one that you feel is an immediate need, please contact me. Okay? Make sure you use all three of those options. Now, just because you have left me a message or you have sent me an email doesn't mean that the responsibility is no longer yours. You still have a responsibility to make sure that I get back to you. Anything could happen. I could have missed your phone call, the email could not have gone through, and if any of those things happen, I'm not going to be aware of the fact that you have a need. So if you contact me and I don't get back to you in a timely manner, please take it upon yourself to follow up. Now, the other thing is that if you are on campus taking this course, you could walk into my office at any time that I'm here and we could talk. Okay? I still maintain office hours where I'm physically sitting at my desk from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm willing to talk to you on the phone during that time period. But understand, if you have something that's going on that you need to take a little bit more time to talk to me about, you need a little bit more in-depth explanation on a concept, please do not hesitate to email me, call me, and set up an appointment. I will take whatever time is necessary and make arrangements with you to sit down and have that conversation with you. With this being an online course where you're not going to stare into my eyes and I'm not going to look at your face, we need to make sure that our communication skills are the best they can. So please, don't hesitate to contact me and ask me any questions that you can. If I can help you, I will. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the general format of the Moodle site and the general format by which this class will operate. We will have 15 weeks worth of material this semester. And basically the way the Moodle will be set up is there will be one block for each week's worth of material. You will log on to Moodle and you'll see a series of blocks and you will need to click on the appropriate block for the week in which we're working. When you open up that block, you will see all of the material for that week. You will see any PowerPoints or any supplemental materials. It'll tell you what chapter we're covering. It will provide you any quizzes that you have to complete during the week. It'll provide you links and directions to any assignments we're doing that week. It'll provide you links to any videos that we're doing that week. Basically, what you're going to have on Moodle is you're going to have a block for each week's worth of activities, and that block will list each of the activities that we're going to be doing for that week. Okay? The way the blocks work is I will open the new week's worth of materials at 8 a.m. on Monday morning, and you will have until 8 a.m. the following Monday to complete those activities. With the exception of this first week, because Today is Thursday, probably for most of y'all, and we have these introductory materials. So the material for this week, we open them up on Thursday, and you will have to complete them by 8 a.m. this coming Monday. Okay. Now, yes, you'll only be in class for Thursday and Friday, but as I said earlier in the video, you will also have access to this material and these activities if you have internet access at home. So make sure you're aware of the fact that all activities will open Monday 8 a.m. and will have to be completed by 8 a.m. the following Monday. If there are exceptions to this, such as with exams, the exceptions and the times which activities are due will be posted on the Moodle site. Just to give you a quick summary of how the Moodle site is going to be laid out again. If you look on the screen right now, you will see the Moodle page as it's laid out, and it's laid out in what we call collapsed topic format. There's a series of blocks. The first block says general course information. If you click on that block, it'll open up, and within that block will be some material that you'll need to use throughout the semester. There'll be things like links to the course syllabus. There'll be links to the student handbook. There'll be links to some resources I think you might be able to use during the semester. There's a link to a website that allows you to convert any file to a PDF. So the course introductory block or the general information block there just has items on there and resources on there that you may come along and need during the semester. Now, if you close that block up, you'll see underneath it there's a whole series of blocks that will say week 2 and week 3 and week 4, and then it will have the dates. Now, if you click on that, week 2, when it opens up, you'll see that there's a series of links there again. There's information there. And the block will tell you, first of all, what chapter, what topic we're covering for the week. Then underneath that, it'll give you a link to any supplemental material besides the textbook that you'll need to be reading and using for the week. So there you might find handouts, you might find PowerPoints. Okay. Then underneath there will be a link to Edpuzzle, which will then take you to any videos that you have to watch during the week. Then underneath there'll be links to any assignments that are due during the week. There'll be links to quizzes that you'll have to do during the week. There'll be links to discussion forums if we have a discussion forum that week. There'll be links to directions for things like the interest group paper that you have to complete. Each week, there'll be all of the information that you need at your fingertips right there on the screen that'll allow you to complete all of the work for the week. Now, 4 times during the semester, there will be exams. So there'll be a separate block that'll say Exam 1, and it'll tell you the dates that will be available. And then if you click on that block, then it will take you to a separate block that'll give you the direction for the exam. Links to any essay questions for the exams. You'll have to complete what I call pre-test questions that just kind of remind you of your requirements in completing the exam and things of that nature. Okay? So the course is set up as a big, huge web page with each week having its own sub web page explaining to you and giving you links to the activities that are due during that week. Remember, new material will always open at 8 a.m. on Monday morning and will always be due by the following Monday morning at 8 a.m. The next thing I want to talk about is how I will determine what your grade is for the semester. Basically, the way that the grades will work this semester is you will add up the total number of points that you've earned for this semester and divide it by the total number of points that have been available. Basically, what that means is 1 point is worth 1 point no matter what activity you're working on. No activity is weighted more heavily than the other. What you will need to do during the semester is just keep track of how many points you've earned and how many points have been available. At any given time during the semester, if you want to know what your grade is, figure out how many points you've earned, figure out how many points have been available, and divide the number of points you've earned by the number of points available. It'll give you a decimal answer, and then you just convert that decimal to a percentage, and that will basically tell you what your grade is during the semester. Moodle does have a grade book, but Moodle's grade book is not always accurate. So what I suggest you do is that you keep a spreadsheet, you keep a list in your notebook or on your computer of which activities have been completed, how many points those activities were worth, and how many points you've earned. Then at any time during the semester, if you want to know what your grade is, you can do the math yourself and figure that out. Okay? Now, what you need to keep in mind is that the grade that you have at any given time may be slightly different than the grade I have, because if you read the syllabus, there are certain grades that I let you drop. We're going to have 3 exams and a final exam. You get to drop one of your first 3 exams. You're going to have roughly 13 textbook quizzes. I let you drop 2 of those textbook quizzes. You'll have to complete 5 class discussion forums during the semester. Let you drop your lowest one of those. Okay? So that any given point in time, you may have an assignment that you didn't do well on that hasn't been dropped yet. But when it comes time for me to compute the grade at the end of the semester, it will be dropped. So your grade that you figure throughout the semester is always going to be a rough estimate of where you're at. Okay? At any given time, if you have a need to get some help in figuring out what your grade is, please give me a call, talk to your teacher in class. This is a basic method of adding up how many points you've earned and how many points have been available and dividing by the 2. Okay? But what I do ask you is please don't send me an email just simply saying, hey, what's my grade right now? Because I have a whole bunch of students each semester, and I really don't have the time to compute each individual student's grade at any given time whenever they want it. So you've been explained or shown how to compute your grade. Please, if you need assistance in computing your grade, I'll gladly do that, but I will not do it for you. Okay? Continuing on with grades, basically the way the grade will work in here is we're going to have roughly 670 points available during the semester. If you earn 90% of those points, you'll get an A. If you earn between 80 and 89% of those points, you'll get a B. If you earn 70 to 79%, you'll get a C. If you earn between 60 and 69%, you'll get a D. And if you earn less than 60% of the points, you'll get an F. Okay? So, what you need to do is, as you complete an assignment, make sure you're keeping track of how many total points you have earned during the semester and how many total points have been available to that point so that you can do the math. Okay, let me go quickly over the list of activities that we'll have during the semester, and understand that this list of activities is a list that I have made up going into the course. Okay, this list is subject to change. If something happens in the world that I think we need to add an activity, or if something happens where we're not going to have time to complete all the activities, this list of activities and the total number of points can change. Basically, what we'll have is we'll have 3 exams, each exam worth 100 points. I will drop your lowest exam. So you'll have 200 points come from regular exams, and then we'll have a 100-point final exam. The final exam cannot be dropped. if you're required to take the final exam, your final exam grade will count in the computation of your final grade. In addition to that, we will do 5 class discussions, and we'll go into some detail. I'll give you another video on how the class discussions will work. But after you complete those 5 class discussions, each one worth 20 points, I will drop your lowest class discussion for them. We will have approximately 13 textbook quizzes. Of those 13 textbook quizzes, I will take the 11 highest, so we'll drop your 2 lowest. We'll also have a 100-point interest group paper. And again, I will give you a video and some directions on what the interest group paper will entail and what you'll need to complete there. And then you'll have approximately 80 miscellaneous points that will come from a variety of different activities. If you add all of those up, I believe that comes up to 670 points. And again, to determine your grade, if you earned at least 90% of those points, you'll get an A. If you've earned at least 89%, you'll get a B, 79 a C, 69 a D, and so on and so forth. Okay? Any point in time during the semester that you have a question about your grade, give me a call. We'll talk about it. I will help you compute your grade, because I don't want anybody to get to the end of the semester and say, hey, I thought my grade was this, and it turns out it was that. Please communicate about everything, but really, really communicate with me on your grades. The next issue that I want to talk to you about, and I'm going to talk very briefly about this because I know we're not going to have any issues in this area, is academic honesty. Okay? As we've talked about before, this is an online class, so you're going to be in your classroom or you're going to be at home completing this work. And we need to make sure that this is being done in an honorable manner. Okay? So with that in mind, I need you to understand that on all of these activities that you complete this semester, I need you to be working on your own. I don't need you to be going to classmates or to people who have taken this class before and asking them for the answer. Because anytime you take a class, it's about learning. It's not about getting the right answer. It's about learning the material and learning how to find the correct answer. So, with that being said, before you're given the opportunity to complete any other activities in the class, I'm going to ask you to complete an academic honesty agreement. It's basically a 9-question quiz, and I'm going to make some statements about my academic expectations, and that you're going to have to answer, yes, I understand those statements, and I agree to live by them, or no, I don't understand them, or no, I don't agree to live by them. Now, you have every right in the world to disagree with my academic standards. You have every right in the world to say, no, I don't want to live by those standards. But if you choose not to live by the standards that I lay out in the academic honesty agreement, then you're going to have to drop this class, because those 9 statements and those policies that I present dealing with academic honesty are ones that I will enforce and will live by this semester. So again, tell you that academic honesty is important to me, should be important to you, and this is the way we're going to live. Complete the academic honesty agreement. We'll move on. And my prayers and my desire is that we won't ever have to address this subject again, because every student that's enrolled in this class is capable of abiding by the academic honesty standards that I've created. The final thing that I want to talk to you about in this introductory video is the importance of directions. As I said back earlier in this video, this is an online course. You and I will not be in the same classroom. You cannot look at me to figure out my facial expressions when I'm explaining something. I can't look at you to try and gauge whether or not you understand what I'm talking about. So to try and overcome that, I try to make my directions as clear as possible. Okay? So with that being said, you need to watch any videos that provide directions. You need to read the directions clearly, and you need to make sure that you're following them closely, because directions are important, not just in my class, not just in college in general, but in life. I end this video with a statement, or I guess it would kind of be considered a criticism that one of my students had about me in the past. And I really love this statement because it really drives home the fact that I think directions are important. A number of semesters ago, I had a student anonymously make a statement on one of my course evaluations in which this student said that Mr. Sexton tends to emphasize insignificant things like the directions. I don't believe that directions are insignificant. If I am on a medication and the medication clearly says take it with food, and I don't read those directions clearly, and all I see is it says take the medication, and I take that medication without food, there could be great ramifications for my health. If I am completing my income tax return and I don't read the directions clearly, I could really be paying out the nose later on when somebody comes along to audit my income tax. So please realize I try to be as clear as possible in the directions. Sometimes I get off track and I may give directions that I think are clear, that are in fact as clear as mud. If you are reading the directions and have a question, contact me. But if you're not reading the directions, you will not know whether or not you understand what my expectations are or not. Okay? As we move forward in this semester, I really truly hope that we can have an open line of communication. And if you have any questions, you'll contact me. And I have no doubt in my mind that you're choosing to enroll in this course while you're still in high school, so that means that you have the desire to learn this material. I look forward to a great semester, and hopefully you're excited about this semester as I am. And please, got any questions? Give me a call. Want to talk about a political topic? Give me a call. We need to communicate. Have a great day, and I look forward to interacting with you throughout the semester.